Your voice, your opinion, your community. Fact TV, free speech, protected.
Warning, Gory Story Time is a horror movie review show with a 13-year-old host. So, if you are not amused by the idea of a child describing R-rated graphic scenes of violence and death, or do not want movies from the 70s, 80s, and 90s spoiled, this may not be the show for you. Parental guidance is suggested.
Yeah, so guide your parents out of the room so we can have some fun.
Horror movies, they can be creepy, they can be a lot of fun, they can make you think, but for these two men, they can make you a star, even if only in their own minds. This is Fact TV, nestled in a small town called Bellows Falls, Vermont. Like many cable access channels, they are a billboard for local events, but unlike many, this town has a lot of folks who want to share their views on everything from news of the day to religion, sports, and movies. Now you might be wondering what this has to do with Craig or his son/co-host Jason. You may be wondering what this has to do with horror movies. You may be wondering what this has to do with the rising sea levels. To that I say, wait and see. Wait and see. And of course, nothing. Let's meet some of the people who make this station what it is. This is Alex Stradling. He runs Fact TV. He said we can make this doc, but only if we promote the station. Oh shit, I wasn't supposed to say that. My mistake. I'll edit it out later.
All right, so public access stations, we're really strong here in Vermont. And so what we do here is we provide the space for folks to do their own show. We're a platform for free speech. And that's our mission, to protect free speech. And one of the ways that we do that, if someone wants to make a television show or a YouTube video, we help assist them. We provide training and equipment and so on and so forth. And my role here is to maintain that platform for folks to be able to utilize. I don't own any of this. I'm maintaining it. We're run by a board of community members, and my role is to sort of maintain this platform. And one of the key things about protecting free speech is, folks may not have the technical ability to be able to do their own show, so we provide that. Financially, it may be difficult for them to have the equipment or be able to purchase equipment to be able to do it from home, so on and so forth. So we provide that because it doesn't cost anything to do a show. And the last thing is we are very, we don't gatekeep and we don't limit people's free speech. Obviously, within reason, there are certain criteria that everyone has to follow. You can't yell fire in a crowded building. You can't incite violence, so on and so forth. But within that, we allow people to be able to express themselves. We don't judge anyone, and that's the key. That's the key thing. We're here to help support you to be able to communicate your thoughts, ideas creatively, however way you like, and then be able to utilize that and get it out to the public. So that's what we do.
This is Colin Kimball. He's basically a secretary.
Hey.
He's Alex's right-hand man. He's always excited to be here. He eats, sleeps, and breathes community access television. He's kind of like the SpongeBob of Fact TV.
I really hate this job, but everything is so damn expensive these days. I need to work somewhere, and let's be honest, TV station in the basement isn't that hard to do.
Did I say the SpongeBob? I guess I meant the Squidward. He probably should be happier. He doesn't have too many bills, because in his mid-20s, he still lives with his parents.
And that's when she left in cuffs.
Meet Craig Jakes. He's a 46-year-old man who allowed his children to watch scary movies since they were 5 years old. He says it's okay because he had them cover their eyes at the bad stuff, like boobs and stabbing.
It's okay because I had them cover their eyes at the really bad stuff like boobs and stabbing.
See, I told you so. Now, back to the story. This is Jason Jakes, Craig's oldest son. Jason was born in 2001. According to his father, this was the worst thing to happen on American soil that year.
Yeah, my dad's kind of a dick.
Now for the part that you've all been waiting for. The story of Gory Story Time, the #1 horror movie review show on Fact TV, played locally in southern Vermont and parts of New Hampshire. Originally, Craig wanted to do a podcast with his son about horror movies, but he worked at a grocery store, so there wasn't much money for the equipment. An ex of Craig's named Jennifer wanted him to leave the house more and kept looking for ways to make that happen. She reportedly had to visit a doctor upstairs from the station. She got lost on her way out and stumbled in to ask how to leave. And when she saw it was a television studio, she asked if it cost anything to make a show.
Of course we don't charge to do a television show here. Who the hell would pay to do a show at Fact TV?
My name's Joey Powers. I used to work at Fact TV. I was the technical director for 3 years. Jacob Stradling hired me in 2013. I used to do all the in-studio productions. I'd set up the studio. I'd get all the graphics done, put the date, the title of the show, all that in there. And then I'd film the show for the local producers.
And I believe you do still come into the studio to do a show yourself?
I do. Myself and Don Trettler do this show called The Best Pictures. Basically, we talk about movies. We try to have a topic every week, but we never stick to the topic. So we basically just talk about movies for half an hour until Colin tells us to shut up and get off the air.
Hello, I'm Floyd Lawrence. I play in the rock band Intercept. And I use Fact 8 TV, public access, to promote my music, music videos I've made with Fact 8 TV. I've also been a guest on the television show The Feed several times. So, yeah, I'm familiar with Fact 8 TV.
Hi, this is Don Trettler, one of the co-hosts of Best Pictures here on Fact TV. I also used to be a co-host with Craig on Daddy Issues, which was a show about fatherhood.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Daddy Issues. Today we just decided we're going to kind of go off any one topic and just talk fathering or dadding in general. So if it sucks, blame Don. We're going to wait. So once we figured out that it wouldn't cost anything, it went from a podcast to a show.
A podcast that we never recorded.
I know we never recorded it because we ended up getting to do a TV show. I just said that.
Just trying to keep you honest.
Yeah, well, how about this? Why don't you tell them what the show is about, like how we do it, like in order?
Sure. Well, we start with a cold open with questions about the movie.
That I write.
And then after the intro, we describe what the movie was. We tell the people what we are reviewing.
Even though there's a thumbnail that says what movie, they click on it, they know. There's a poster behind us of the movie. If they can read or see, they know.
Then we play the trailer.
Which only backs up that they know.
And then we do 2 fake but funny commercials.
That I write. Gory Story Time is brought to you by Burn Baby Burn Eye Drops. Have you witnessed something so disgusting you wish you couldn't see? Well, Burn Baby Burn Eye Drops might not erase the sight, but it can keep it from happening again. Walk in on your parents getting it on? Burn Baby Burn. Someone sends you a link to Mr. Hands or 2 Girls 1 Cup? Burn Baby Burn. No matter the sight, Burn Baby Burn will make it right.
Oh boy.
And by
How to Completely Fuck Up Your Kids, the parenting book for parents who take joy in creative trauma. How to Completely Fuck Up Your Kids gives you tons of ways to dominate your children, make them feel completely worthless, and hopefully someday continue the cycle. The author and publisher of How to Completely Fuck Up Your Kids cannot be held responsible for when they grow up and pull a Menendez Brothers-style revenge. How to Completely Fuck Up Your Kids, the best way to be the worst people. Yes, we get it. You write everything.
I do.
Yeah.
You know why?
One of us is the funny one.
One of us is the funny one. Then we alternate reading 20 facts about the movie that he researched.
What was that about? Geez, I was just going to say we call it the meat and beef of the show. Basically, he meant to say meat and potatoes, messed up, and we've just kind of ground that into the ground, beat that dead horse, for years now.
Yeah, a century at least.
Yeah, well, no, but this is a decade.
Yeah. Then we, at the end of the episode, we tell our favorite scenes, our ratings of the movie, and then we wrap things up.
And then we tell people to like and subscribe and all that good stuff, yeah.
Yeah, like you just did now.
And we always end with
Sweet Dreams.
And with that, they started filming the first episode in March of 2014. And because they are a pair of basic bitches, they started with A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Welcome to Gory Story Time. I'm your host, Jason.
And I'm his co-host, Craig. I'm also his father. And the idea for this show is we're going to review horror movies from the 70s, the 80s, 90s, and see them through the perspective of a younger person. I grew up loving them, and by the time you were, the first five, he watched his first horror movie, and because he handled it well without having nightmares or anything, slowly I let him watch scarier and scarier films, and they tend to be his favorite kind of movie. And what movie are we going to review today, in case people can't see the picture behind us and figure it out on their own?
A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Would you like to guess what they did for episode 2? Yep, Friday the 13th. Despite the obvious choices of movies in the beginning, the show started gaining a following, and they were constantly asked to sign autographs by fans on the street.
Are you Craig from Gory Story Time?
I am.
Can I have your autograph?
Sure, but I don't have anything to write with.
I do.
Okay. Do you have something I can sign? Like a paper or something?
Yeah.
So you want me to sign your titty? All right.
Make it out to Dalton, my best friend and truest fan.
Okay.
I'm getting this tattooed.
A few moments later.
So I had a movie idea for the show, right? It's called Gracie Strangler. If you guys need a copy of it, I have it.
How did you get ahead of me?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I need to talk to Jason. You know what? Screw it. We film on Fridays. Be here at 1.
You got it.
Okay. I'll see you Friday. Right?
Friday.
Have a good day. The hell was that?
The very next Friday.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to bring our guest over, Dalton Morse.
Welcome to the show.
Hey, how's it going?
Da-da-da-da.
Woo!
That's our audience in-house.
If you watch this movie, this is the person to blame that we brought it up at all.
That's usually how it happens with people watching this movie in general. No one's heard of it, and then I go, hey, you should watch that. And it's like, we're not friends anymore. And that's how I ended up on the show. I feel like I overshadowed them a bit, but it went really well. And they asked me to be the third person on, but I had to decline. Do you guys know that they don't wear pants when they're sitting behind this desk? All I know is I'm saving this.
The other shows on the channel were getting sick of hearing about Craig and Jason. Every day it was, did you see what Jason did on Gory Story Time? Or, Craig is the cutest thing on TV. Seriously, I'm an actor, but damn it, I'm not going to be able to convince anyone of this.
I am still recording.
I know. Do you know who Craig and Jason Jakes are?
Craig and Jason Jakes. No, never.
What about Gory Story Time?
No, I would remember that. I have never heard of that. No.
I don't know that Craig's really a great father. I mean, it seems to me he's been forcing Jason to do this show. I don't know. When you see Jason, he kind of looks petrified. He looks like one of those North Korean POWs.
So they've been doing this show for 10 years, man, and that's a long time. And originally, I have a twin brother who used to run the station, and that's when they started the show. And then I took my brother's job. He went on to do other things, but it's been 10 years, and Craig keeps still calling me Jake. I mean, I think I've reminded him like in the beginning for the first 2 or 3 months, but it just I don't know if it's just never. I don't think it ever clicked. It ever clicked for him, so I just let it go. Why do I should have to repeat myself over and over again? So if they call me Jake, I just accept it as is.
Are there even 300 movies or horror movies? I mean, seriously, what are they talking about? Like Halloween 12 or Friday the 13th 11? Like what are they reviewing for 300 movies? That's crazy.
Now, Craig wouldn't be so bad to work with if he just came in and did his show, Gory Story Time. But every time he comes in, he seems to have another idea for another show. And it's like, but you already have 300 episodes of Gory Story Time. Do we really need a show where you talk about parenting? Or talk about politics? Or talk about marijuana?
Welcome to High Not to Laugh, the show where I try to make my son laugh, and he's on an edible.
Yes, he is.
And he's feeling it by the looks.
Yeah.
Good. It's always better when it kicks in, because sometimes it kicks in. It usually kicks in
late
before the show starts.
Usually, which is pretty good timing.
This week, I'm going to tell him the 10 reasons I was rejected by cults.
Or try to be funny. It's like, this show's already funny. Just I'm sick of it, dude. Chill.
And they review bad horror films. I mean, most of the films that they like, I just consider complete garbage. But I think most people consider them complete garbage, but they seem to sort of rave about some of these films. I think it's a little bit of, that kind of sort of, jades their ability to be able to judge these films accurately. I mean, anything's good when you're, I could watch, Dora the Explorer and be amazed if I, would smoke some really good stuff. But, there you go. That's it. That's what I have to say.
When Fact TV reached out to friends and family of Craig and Jason, the majority of them had no interest in coming into the studio and being part of the documentary. We did send out one person to ask them about the show and about their relationships with Craig and Jason. Unfortunately, we used cell phone cameras because, public access isn't really flowing with a lot of extra cash for HD cameras and such. Have you heard of Craig Jakes?
Yeah, sadly I have. He came through the line at the store I work at.
Why, what happened?
Not much. I was just saying hi to him as I would any customer, and he goes, "Oh, you recognize me, don't you?" I told him I didn't, and he proceeded to tell me how famous he was and how I probably have seen him on TV or something.
What did you say to that?
And I was just trying to scan his weird cart of items.
What was weird about him?
He was buying a 6-pack of beer, condoms, 3 jumbo-sized jars of Vaseline, and a 10-pound bag of bird food.
Okay. Well, have you checked out the show since then?
No, I honestly haven't.
I heard a rumor that you know Craig Jakes.
Yeah, we've known each other since we were little kids, probably about 7. He's pretty annoying. He constantly sends me messages on Facebook Messenger.
Did you know he has a TV show about horror movies and a YouTube channel?
Those must be the 1 million videos a day he sends me. I don't bother watching those. I basically just thumbs up him and hope he leaves me the fuck alone. To be completely honest, I would rather swallow razor wire and pull it out my own asshole than watch his videos.
We reached out to Craig's sisters, Sarah and Jessica, and Sarah's children. Jessica was smart enough to not even bother responding. Sarah had her children film on an even worse cell phone because, as you can tell, they just didn't care.
Why the hell would I watch it? Straight up trash. Why would we watch it? It's pretty bad. Why would I watch Gory Story Time? It sounds lame.
In some cases, the people we asked didn't actually understand the question. Do you know what Gory Story Time is, or who Craig and Jason... Sir? Sir, what are you doing? Can you just answer my question? Sir, what are you doing?
I don't care who the IRS sends, I'm not paying my taxes.
Okay. This is Craig's younger son, Joseph. After begging and pleading, he did agree to come in.
I mean, I've watched like 1 or 2 episodes. It's not really for me.
Wait, but weren't you on the show?
That was one of the 2 episodes I watched, actually.
What was your least favorite scene?
Weirdly, my least favorite scene is the reason why my favorite scene happened.
Okay.
What it is when Ozzy swallows the coin.
Yes. Why didn't you like that? See, it was meant to be funny, I thought.
I know, but the thing is, for some reason, I just didn't like that part, even though my favorite part was caused by it.
Any special memories about it?
I mean, as much as I've tried to purge that from my mind, I remember being really bored, and they were really bad at the job, and I was a lot better, and they begged me to stay on as a third host, but I said heck no.
You said heck no?
I mean, I was 9. What should I have said? Fuck?
You are Craig's father and Jason's grandfather. Have you ever watched Gory Story Time?
Well, I started watching it once. Watched about 5 minutes of it and shut that damn thing off. You know, as much as I hate to say it, I think my son's an idiot. And he is, the stuff he goes through, and he's ruining my grandson. And that is most of the reason why I don't get along with him. You know, when he was young, I should have taken better care of his discipline. You know, maybe a little bit of belt across the back would have helped him a lot better than it does. No, I ain't watching that shit.
Jason recently got married, so we reached out to his wife. I mean, she must have watched the show before, right?
Please, Caitlin, be in the documentary. It's about Gory Story Time.
Why the hell would I do that? I don't even watch your show.
So there you have it. Gory Story Time has been going on for 10 years now, and is about to film its 300th episode, which just goes to show, just because nobody watches their show doesn't mean that this dynamic team will ever stop. So, Jason, do you know what your 300th episode will be about?
No spoilers.
And Craig, do you have any last words?
Yeah. Come on down to Fact TV if you have any opinions you want to share. It's actually better than just standing on the corner and yelling at cars as they go by.
Seriously? What the fuck?
Talking a lot of shit, Colin.
Everyone was talking shit.
That's a little unwieldy. Better.
Jake, come here. There's something wrong with Colin.
What the hell is going on?
I'm the Stephen King of this rap shit. Scare your ass till you're crazy just like bat shit. Use my mic like it's a shining hatchet. Diss me and I guarantee that you're gonna catch it. I clown around like a spider, that's it. Rabbit like a Saint Bernard that a bat bit. I drink cola every day, that's a coke habit. Graveyard shift, find a giant rat and grab it. Not a gunslinger, so I gotta stab it. Let's take a long walk, follow me, I'm the rabbit. I wanna get thinner, lose all of my flat, bitch. My ankle in misery like Ann Wilkes whacked it. Your castle get rocked by this hip-hop classic. I found your body by the train tracks, it's tragic. Buried in the pet cemetery, no casket. Bring you back to life like some black magic. They call me Steve cause they love what I write, or when I freestyle, when I'm on the mic. Quitters Inc. can't make me stop, man. I'm a dick just hollering, I'll be back, man. They call me Steve cause they love what I write, or when I freestyle, when I'm on the mic. Quitters Inc. can't make me stop, man. I'm a dick just hollering, I'll be back, man. If you rage at your school, Steve will retract it. You carry white guilt for all of that shit. My mic's not a kidney stone, I can't pass it without coffee to help me relax it. Crazy like Isaac from Gatlin, Nebraska, from under the dome all the way to Alaska. Can't overlook hoes telling me I'm a bastard. Seeing red fury makes me drive past faster, makes me wanna howl like a werewolf pastor. With eyes of a dragon I'm looking at you. Get to traveling Jack, Uncle Morgan's gonna catch ya. Just like a king I have a tab at the Kingdom Hospital cafeteria. My insomnia caused deliria, I'm delirious. My next series is me and my peers in the golden years. They call me Steve cause they love what I write, or when I freestyle, when I'm on the mic. Quitters Inc. can't make me stop, man. I'm a dick just hollering, I'll be back, man. You loser club, the fuck outta here. The tower's dark but I can still see it clear. Beep beep Richie, that's what everybody jeers. Dead lights in the dead zone are fairly near. Now you like how dairy breathe the dairy air. I know you've seen things more scary here, like the van that almost ended Steve's career, writing dark fairy tales people want to hear. Let some creeps show me the way out of here. Behind Rita Hayworth, I know the coast is clear. Gerald, this ain't a game, the mist disappeared. This freestyle's done cause the shit's getting weird.
There's a poster behind us, thumbnail that they had to click on in order to do it, and I just burped, and that was like weird and fucked up everything.
Nah.
But we're gonna have a lot of good.
We're gonna have some good
again.
prime pickings.
No. Yep. Anyway,
that's going in there.
I don't really have anything to write with.
I do.
You didn't?
I didn't.
Yeah, sadly I have. He came through the line at the store I work at.
Alright. So don't look at me. Look at the camera. I said, well, let's do that instead of buy all the equipment for a podcast.
We never recorded a podcast.
Right, I hadn't bought the equipment. Ha!
You cocksucker. That's not how this fucking goes, alright? You did that because it was going to fuck me up.
I
You're
did.
An asshole.
Alright. Friday is when we shoot the show. Just... Try it again.
Hey, have you heard of Craig?
You're being too loud.
Then after the intro, we tell you... No, I'm looking at the...
Yeah, what are you doing?
Trying to remember what I'm saying.
Do you know how the door worked? Do that. Tell them what we do in the order we do it.
Hey, asshole.
Hey, asshole. Wait, yourself. I almost said myself, which...
Yes, yourself.
All right, let's start that part over. What the hell was that? So basically, I found out that it wasn't going to cost anything to do a show here, so I started doing said...
I'm saving this. Okay.
The podcast that we never recorded.
We never recorded it because we could do a TV show instead.
Fuck, what was my line?
Oh my god. I'm just trying to keep you honest.
Just trying to keep you honest.
Have you heard of Craig?
Yeah, I have. Sadly, he came to the line at the store. Stop looking at me!
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, you definitely want that.
We learned that quick.
Okay.
So it would be you want me to sign your titty?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, good. Oh, no biggie. It's only weird if you make it weird.
What if we I don't know. It's also been rumored that Craig has kind of influenced Jason not to get his gender reassignment surgery.
I mean, that's pretty much...
Yeah.
Now, Let's do one take where you're not holding onto the mic and like talking directly into
I'm sorry,
it, seeming less natural.
Hey man, listen, it's been a while since I've been on camera, man.
It's all right.
Oh God, this seat is not agreeing with my baggy pants, dude. Fuck! I'm gonna throw this seat through that window, Colin, at you, and it's gonna be really funny. But it'll be like a funny prank, though.
Because we might as well beat that horse.
Well, and then we do...
Notice I didn't say dead horse.
Oh, yeah.
I fucked up.
Yeah.
All right, let's try again.
Son of a bitch.
Let's try to make it more natural, like you're not...
Trying to remember my lines?
Yeah, because that's why I said...
Trying to remember my lines. If only that were more natural.
Are you Greg from Gory Story Time? Fuck.
Anyway.
Just waiting for you to lock in.
Cool. We start with a cold open that has questions about the movie.
That I write.
And then after the intro, we... Shit.
I do not.
You got it?
Let's... And then... if
You want me to lay down somewhere?
Like, am I in the way
You are not in the way right now.
of the camera?
You were not in the way of the camera. I cannot see you on that screen in front of me, which means you're fine. And he put a thumbs up, so we're ready.
Just kidding, guys. I'm a huge fan of Gory Story Time, and congratulations on your 300th episode and continued success. Have fun. I enjoy watching.
All right, so yeah, hey, I just wanted to say, on a serious note, congratulations, Craig and Jason, for your 300th episode of Gory Story Time. It's great. They've been really, really great, consistent producers, producing multiple shows throughout the years. They spend, in reality, they have a good show going on, especially for Gory Story Time. They do an excellent job of formatting their show and having a really good, entertaining format when they do the show. And they're consistent about producing the show, and they do a really great job on that. So I wanted to congratulate them on their 300th episode. It is actually a big feat to be able to. It takes work. It takes work. It's not that we do everything. We don't do everything for you, but you have to create the content, and you have to come down here and do it, and make sure that it's entertaining and fun to watch. And those guys do it pretty consistently every week. So I just wanted to say congratulations, and we're proud of the fact that you've hit your 300 episode for Gory Story Time.
That was really awful.